Curry is an exception to a rule that like applies to a lot of people and a lot of team all time, and
Nice.
yet he doesn't really get the respect for it. He is one of the two players all time
Him
to
and Isaiah
be
Thomas.
his height and
Crazy.
lead his team to rings. Why in the world is that not acknowledged more?
Because people are upset. There's no one. I feel like Curry is, while he's like an amazing player, he still gets disrespected and everything.
No, cause that's why
does.
Curry is hated, and I hate to bring it up, but
I
like
hate it,
there's
though,
if
but-
you really look at it, there are so many reasons
All
why
great players are
he
hated,
is
though.
a top 10
feel
player,
like.
why he is as great as he is, and there's
I
so many
agree.
like, yo, look at this player, that look at this, whatever, and it's never really gonna be talked. You're just gonna look at like the surface level stuff, but when you really dig deep, you gonna find a baby.
I mean,
I
you know what? I mean,
agree.
because
I agree with Becky here, man.
this is the reason. This is the reason, right? Why? This is the reason. So 2015 happens, right? Warriors win 67 games. 67 games. They're a team that is solely like they are 3-point. Like their number one weapon is 3-point shooting. And obviously, and teams did not respect that. Teams did not think a 3-point shooting team would win a championship. And when they did, people were hating and they didn't respect it. And Curry was the main culprit because even the critics did not even want to give him the Finals MVP because they didn't respect his game. And for years, Curry still gets disrespected by the media. He still gets disrespected by the critics. And you want to know something? I really hate it when people just like sum up Curry's like legacy of, oh, he's just the greatest shooter. Is that he's not just the greatest shooter? He's a great at a lot of things. Besides, I know 3-point shooting is like his that's his he's great at it. But like the whole Kenny Smith and Shaq argument were like he's the best at 3-point shooting, but that's not all that he does. And I hate it when people just only say that he's he's the greatest shooter of all time. Is that it? That's all you're gonna say about Curry? But that he's the greatest shooter of all time.
Let's be real. Because when it comes to the greatest point guard argument, you look at Magic Johnson. One, he came in as a small forward. A lot of people don't know that.
He did. But
Two,
he played a point guard he played like a point guard.
But we're gonna get into this too. A lot of people consider his biggest moment of his career is when he was able to switch to center in the finals and they still won. Mind you, the center that he was guarding and going up against was 6'10". Only one inch taller. And two, how are you the greatest point guard?
He wasn't on the team.
How are you the greatest point guard because you played center? And then three, he was like 6 inches taller than every other point guard out there, yo.
I don't think that should be pinned against him though. That's not
it's not pinned against
If we want to move around the goalpost of what makes a certain player play a certain position, we can do the same thing for Steph Curry. Because he's more of a combo guard like Allen Iverson was. So you could say, oh, he's a shooting guard.
No, I'm not saying that because he's 6. I'm not saying because he's 6'9", he isn't a point guard. I'm just saying like that clear advantage is like it's almost like the Wilt argument. Like,
well, yeah. The thing is,
I mean, you can make that argument, but for his entire career, Magic played point guard. It doesn't matter if he was 6'9" and he had the opportunity to play all 5 positions. The man still.
Are you a better player because you have a genetic?
He's not a better player. No one ever.
Yes.
I feel like that
basketball works.
I feel like that is an argument. I can see why.
Like Giannis is better than a lot of guys because he's a genetic.
Yeah, that's true. But for Curry to be equal, a lot of people can consider them as equals now.
Yeah,
I mean,
for Curry to be equal, I feel like you have to give Curry the edge. If two people are equal and one person has a skill advantage over a genetic advantage, you have to give the person with more skill the boost.
My thing is, as a player, I don't even think they're equal. I think Steph's just a better player. I think Magic is overrated as a player, and I have Larry Bird above him.
I mean, it's the argument of like, because back when the Kyrie and Curry discourse, because people thought that Kyrie was better than Curry,
that's it,
and because of the fact that Kyrie was more skilled.
No, I do think it's like crazy how underrated Curry is. Curry will always be downplayed, and he'll always just be looked at as a shooter and maybe a good off-ball player, even though he's top 2 off-ball and he's top 1 shooting.
I say he's top
wait. Say that again.
He's top 2 off ball, Jordan and him, and he's top 1 shooting.
That's not. I don't hate that. I mean, I think
I can't put Jordan above Curry.
I think
I've never seen a player. I've never seen a player be so dangerous without the ball in his hands.
Because you weren't alive to watch Jordan, and nor was I.
I've seen Jordan.
okay,
I've seen Jordan highlights. Jordan is a hell of an off-ball player, but Curry, come on, man. Like
Jordan
God
doesn't
damn.
have the same off-ball gravity. The thing with Steph Curry is he can create so many easy cuts and
every-
for guys like
for
Draymond
everyone.
Green. For guys like Draymond Green, they'll just cut to the basket because two guys will gravitate towards Steph on the screen.
Like Curry can be a fucking decoy, and he can get other people like their shots.
Yeah, that's why I think he's the best off-ball ever.
God damn!
Is it crazy to say that they're 1A, 1B? Is that crazy to say?
That's fine.
honestly,
Steph 1A.
I think
don't
Steph
hate it.
is 1A. But here's the thing, because we can dig deeper into this. I was talking to my dad about it the other day. If you look at all the top 10 players, other than Jordan, and other than Jordan, they either went to a better situation or came into one.